Something about Uncle Ron's sudden passing doesn't add up. One day, he was online, claiming to know secrets that would shake the music industry to its core. The next, he was gone, under circumstances that left countless people suspicious. But what actually happened here? Did he step on the wrong toes, or were his claims too outrageous to be believed? By the end of this video, you might have a very different view of the entertainment world and the forces pulling the strings behind closed doors. Most people knew Uncle Ron as a former bodyguard for Beyoncé, someone who walked alongside superstars like Jay-Z and Diddy. He didn't just watch their backs, he had a front row seat to their personal dealings and professional battles. Over time, he became an unexpected voice online, speaking out about rumored backroom plots and hidden agendas. When he posted videos accusing these top-tier celebrities of everything from orchestrating mysterious silences to involving themselves in shady legal maneuvers, the internet buzzed with speculation. Some shrugged it off as attention-seeking. Others felt he was finally exposing disturbing truths that fans had only whispered about. But regardless of where people stood, one thing was undeniable. His words had serious consequences. Before we get into his most shocking allegations, let's note one vital detail. Uncle Ron's social media presence was lively and interactive. He never shied away from questions, nor did he back down when confronted by critics. That's what makes the story of his death and the aftermath so chilling. Uncle Ron's boldest claims often revolved around Diddy, a man who built an empire that few in the music world can rival. According to Uncle Ron, Diddy once offered him a hefty sum, thousands of dollars, to carry out a job that would rid him of an inconvenient artist. That artist? The notorious B.I.G., a close associate and one of the most influential rappers in history. Uncle Ron insisted that Diddy was determined to secure certain publishing rights and maintain control over Biggie's future projects. Those declarations sent shockwaves across social media. Fans of both Biggie and Diddy found themselves in heated debates. Some cited other witnesses who'd hinted that Diddy could be ruthless if he felt threatened. Others argued that these were unfounded rumors designed to draw clicks and attention. Yet Uncle Ron didn't stop there. He insisted he had been approached on more than one occasion with questionable requests, and that he'd personally seen some of the music industry's biggest power moves made in secret. The magnitude of these accusations left observers with a pressing question. If he was telling the truth, why did he wait so long to speak up? Uncle Ron stated repeatedly he'd waited until his children were older, claiming he had to protect them from possible retaliation. For those who believed him, that answer seemed logical. For skeptics, it raised more questions than it answered. While Diddy was a primary focus of Uncle Ron's claims, Jay-Z wasn't spared. Uncle Ron alleged that Jay-Z wanted Biggie out of the picture as well, aiming to climb to the pinnacle of hip-hop. True or not, the possibility that major artists might have used underhanded methods to dominate an industry that thrives on fame and power stoked the rumor mill. Then came another explosive statement that Blue Ivy wasn't actually Jay-Z's child, but belonged to someone close to him. It was a dramatic revelation that many immediately dismissed as baseless. Yet Uncle Ron spoke as if he had first-hand knowledge. He even hinted that others in the rapper's inner circle were aware of an arrangement behind the scenes. Did Uncle Ron cross a line here? Or was he uncovering yet another layer of showbiz secrecy? That's up for debate, but it only added to the sense that he was unveiling a world far darker than most people suspect. What made Uncle Ron's passing especially suspicious was the timing. He died shortly after making these high-impact videos. Even more peculiar was how quietly the news spread. Weeks went by before anyone in mainstream media addressed it, and online comments about his death seemed to vanish. On top of that, the stated cause of death, pneumonia, echoed the controversial passing of Kim Porter, Diddy's ex-partner, and other celebrities like Brittany Murphy, who similarly faced swirling theories that pneumonia alone wasn't the whole story. As soon as Uncle Ron's death came to light, Speculation went into overdrive. Had he been silenced because he claimed to be cooperating with authorities? Was it possible his health had truly failed so abruptly? Those who believed he was onto something pointed to the convenience of his demise, while others questioned whether he had indeed been unwell for quite some time. Regardless, this sudden loss of a key figure in a high-profile conspiracy is what fanned the flames of suspicion. Another layer of intrigue involves the coroner, who handled multiple celebrity autopsies. Individuals like Michael Jackson, Whitney Houston, Paul Walker, and even Kim Porter. That coroner, Ed Winter, drew notice for repeatedly appearing at the center of these high-profile deaths. As people began connecting the dots, new theories took shape. Some called it a mere coincidence. Others insisted he was part of a larger cover-up. In an almost surreal twist, Ed Winter himself passed under circumstances that remain oddly vague, with reports of his cause of death ranging from natural causes to rumors of pneumonia-like symptoms. To conspiracy theorists, that was one coincidence too many. Before his departure, Uncle Ron specifically instructed the public never to believe he took himself out of the picture or that he randomly succumbed to a sudden illness. He insisted he felt strong, capable, and very aware of potential dangers around him. He had even stated that he provided evidence to federal investigators, implying a serious case was building against one or more major players in the industry. He also cautioned that there were multiple witnesses, bodyguards, assistants, and even certain former partners of these celebrities who might soon be called to testify. That alone might explain why many found his death so frightening. It removed a potential star witness from any future proceedings, and without him, the legal case he'd hinted at could lose significant traction. So where does this leave us? Uncle Ron's untimely passing has become a puzzle at the intersection of fame, money, and secrecy. On one side, there's the possibility that a man with crucial, potentially incriminating information was silenced before he could step forward. On the other side, it could be an unfortunate coincidence, fueling rumors that overshadow what might have been a natural death. Yet the questions remain. Could anyone holding such damning insights into the lives of powerful figures truly be safe? Or was this the inevitable end for someone who exposed the murky underbelly of the music industry? At the heart of it all is one unsettling reality. In a world where fortunes ride on reputations and billions are at stake, anything is possible. And perhaps that's the biggest takeaway from Uncle Ron's final days, that even a seemingly unstoppable empire might guard its image by any means necessary. Ask yourself, is Uncle Ron just another internet personality who stretched the truth for attention, or was he a messenger delivering facts too big and too dangerous to ignore? The final answer may never be clear, but if his story tells us anything, it's to question what we think we know about fame, fortune, and the lengths people will go to protect both.